Alright, we live.
Alright. Shalom, Markin.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to the Heavenly Father and His Son by their true names.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, who rule and teach well, honors and salutations to all the icons throughout the four corners that's pushing out this word with truth and sincerity. Shalom, Markin.
Shalom.
Okay, the topic is going to be readiness of mind, man. You know, being that we're in so-called year of 2020, it's a certain standard that's expected of us, man. It's a certain mindset that's expected of those men who are on that watchtower. And it's called what? A readiness of mind. I spoke with the brothers prior to us doing this, you know, so everybody could get the precepts that leads up into this thing, man. But this is a critical situation, man. You have guys who've been around so, you know, this year, that year, this year, that year. They got these years and these numbers behind their belt. But it's like when you talk to them, it's like their mind is in a complacent place. Okay? So to be in a readiness of mind, I got a quick precept. One of y'all young brothers could hold it for me down right quick. What's the word I want? 2 Corinthians chapter so like Acts 17 and 11. Start with that one. You know, and basically, you know, it's like during these times, man, the most vital thing as a watchman is to do what? Check out the news, check out what's going on throughout the world, you know, because everything that we do, we filter it through these scriptures via these prophecies. And that's how you know who is who. That's how we can identify who is Magog, how we can identify who is Persia. Y'all already know about Persia. Gog, Magog. Y'all know about Persia. But you gotta watch the news in order to be on these particular things and stuff like that. Somebody go ahead and go to the precept.
Acts chapter 17 verse 11. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica, in that they received the word with all readiness of mind.
Right, receiving this word with all readiness of mind, man. And I need a brother, one of y'all my sword brothers, get that word readiness right quick. Call the precept out again. Acts 12.
Acts 17 and 11.
Okay. And the brother finna get readiness right quick. Real fast. One of y'all my sword brothers. Two my sword brothers. Y'all know who y'all are.
I got it. G4288. Zeal, spirit, eagerness, inclination.
What? Eagerness. Eagerness. Not complacency. Eagerness. Go ahead.
Inclination, readiness of mind.
Readiness of mind. Okay. Finish it off, Yasin.
All right. In that day they will receive the word with all readiness of mind, and search the scriptures daily.
With all eagerness. Searching the scriptures daily with eagerness. Okay? When you talk to somebody that's been in this thing a certain amount of odd years, and they said that, man, I be peeping it out. I be peeping the news out. You peeping it. That don't sound like you're eager, man. You're not eager for the destruction of America. You're not eager to be delivered, man. That's really what it is. If you're not eager about America and this society going down, it's synonymous with saying you're not eager to be delivered. You're not eager for the Lord to come back and save us. You're not eager to have someone that looks like you and thinks like you as your king, as the ruler of this world. You're not eager for that. You know? Go ahead, brother.
Daily, whether those things were so.
Right, daily. You got it, Yakin, huh?
All right.
Get a
He
precept.
got it. Now. This is 2 Timothy 4 and 2. It says, preach the word, be instant, in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. And the brother got the word instant.
In G2186, to place at, place upon, place over, to stand by, be present, to stand over one, place oneself above, use especially of persons coming upon one suddenly.
Suddenly.
Yeah.
An angel of the advent of angels, of dreams, of evils coming upon one, to be at hand, be ready.
Be ready. That's the key word, ready. To be ready, man. And you have to be ready at an instant in the truth, man. With all things, you shouldn't be that person or that guy to the point where a brother call you just because it's Friday, or just because it's Wednesday. The brother call you and say, "Hey, let's get it in and do a video." Hey, why you calling me, man? You know what the day is? You know what I'm saying?
It's Friday.
You know, just because it's Friday it doesn't mean the
And
world.
not even that, but it's like you gotta remind Jake about some shit that they supposed to been have in the mindset of doing year after year after year after year. Why do I have to remind you of something that you're supposed to consistently do?
It's second nature, man.
So if I have to remind you of that, and woo, chances are you're not in what? Readiness of spirit. You're not exercising that, man. You got it.
Yeah, man.
You mind if I?
Oh, you fin you finished your point out?
Yeah, I feel no problem.
Go ahead.
This is 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to shew thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Wait. A workman that needed not to be ashamed. Let's go back to Noah right quick. Let's say if Noah was full of shit, right? Noah doing all this laboring, building this ark. Now let's say the flood never came. What would have happened? Noah would have been ashamed, right? Or Noah would have kept running into different stumbling blocks, and couldn't build it. Let's use it in you guys' example. Let's say the Lord told Noah to build it ark, but Noah was putting it off. Man, I'm going to start on it next week. Yahweh, I promise you, 2 more months, I'm going to start on it. I just got some things going on right now, Lord. But I promise you, you know what I'm saying? Just hold that flood off. I'm going to get these things straight and stuff like that. And as soon as the particular date that you give me to come, I'm going to be ready. That's called complacency, man. That's called putting off the day of the Lord, man. Go ahead, Doc. Riley.
I got a precept to back up what you just said about Noah.
Okay.
This is Luke 14, I will start at 27. And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. For which of you?
Now, to bear your cross, that means to what? To sacrifice, man. Somebody give me the precept real fast. He that hated not his mother, father, son, cannot follow me, man. Somebody give me that real fast.
I'm actually in there. I just skipped it.
Bring it out. That's what it means, man, to bear that cross, man. Go ahead, Art.
Luke 14 and 26.
We got to sacrifice this life, man. The way the Lord sacrificed his life for us. We got to sacrifice this worldly life for the Lord. Go ahead.
Luke 14 and 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother.
So if you're not willing to bear that cross, go ahead.
And wife and children and brethren and sisters.
That is bearing the cross, Hakim. Go ahead.
Yeah, and his own life also.
That is bearing the cross, Hakim. Go ahead.
He cannot be my disciple.
You cannot follow the Lord, man, if you're not willing to put all those things on the line, man. If you're not willing to sacrifice those things. That's another word for cross.
What you said earlier about day to day?
No, go ahead, Art. Go ahead.
You said something a minute ago about day to day.
Putting that off.
Yeah, putting that off. Yeah, putting that off the things of the Lord, man.
Yeah, I got one right
Every
there.
time you talk to a brother, hey, I promise you, just give me this day. When that day comes, I know you're going with it. You know what I'm saying? This day comes, that day comes, woo the woo. I'm going to be ready. Why aren't you ready now? We having this conversation right now. What are we talking about? Why aren't we talking about next month? Or the month after next? What about today? What if the Lord come back right now? What if the Lord implement the chip right now? And you telling me about next month? Go ahead,
I got some meat in here. I might well go up to the top. This is the book of Sirach 5:1. It says, set not thy heart upon thy goods.
Right.
And say not, I have enough for my life.
Right, but you know what? That's what causes Jake to get that old false balance, man. That's what caused you to get that false pride. Because this society can apply you with a false sense of reality. When you look at the world, everybody that's making money, everybody that got these good jobs, they seem to be what? Complacent in a comfortable mental position. You know, brothers who out here living day to day, they don't seem to be as comfortable as the people out here that the society is actually working for. So this society can provide a false sense of pride, a false sense of I got it, a false sense of I don't need these or what they're saying, right? Go ahead.
Can I make a point real quick? That's that beast whose miracles took the people, made the people wonder after and say, whose works are this, like this beast that we see?
It says, follow not thy own heart and thy strength.
Right. So don't follow your own heart and your strength. What is your strength? Your strength is that of this society. Okay? How does the Lord supply strength? Through wisdom and knowledge. Well, how do you get your strength? That's why the Lord is telling you, follow not thy own strength. Because if we go out off of our own accord, we're looking at it like, man, I got all this motherfucking paper stored up. I got a good ass job. And if shit hit the fan, I can just simply book a ticket and fly to Ghana somewhere in West Africa, man. Just chill over there until America is destroyed, and just in case the Messiah is real and he does come back, at least I'm in West Africa. I don't have to worry about World War III. That's what that society, that false scale would lead you to believe. Go ahead.
It says to walk in the ways of thy mind.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and say
The
not,
ways of your mind, not the ways of this word. Go ahead.
and say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely avenge thy pride.
And when you look at this world today, that's the very reason why this society is in the stance that it's in. Why does how does pride get built up? Because there's no what? Correction, right? There's no type of judgment for any of the things that you have done. So over time, a person's gonna be led to believe, well, damn, can't nobody fuck with me. These niggas talking about gods and the Most High and this and that, but ain't no judgment ever came on me before. And that's gonna do what? Feed your ego, feed your pride. Go ahead.
For the Lord will surely avenge thy pride.
Mm-hmm. And the Lord is going to avenge that pride, man. He's gonna pay your ass back for being proud. That's what that means. When the scripture says the Lord.
I got to put them on their pride. That Jeremiah 50:31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith Yahweh power. O host, for the day is come and the time that I will visit thee. And we know the most proud, they're talking about these Americans, man. These the proudest people in the world, man. You know, and they go about like don't nothing matter, man. Like all hell ain't gonna break loose, man. You know.
Yeah, because of that worldly security. What the brother getting into? Go ahead.
It says, verse 4, it says, say not, I have sinned, and what harm has happened unto me?
Hey, man, I done fucked another nigga bitch. You know what I'm saying? I used to do this. I used to do that. I'm still alive. I'm still a manager over a corporation. I'm healthy. I got custody of all my kids.
I got a precept.
My wife loved me. So that shit y'all read in that book, that doesn't apply to me. But more so, let's take that to the step of someone who believes or who once believed this truth. How would that apply to you? If you was once a part of this body and you once believed in this thing, how would that apply to you? Let's switch it around. Cause we're not talking about the average day simpleton out here. We talking about those who made that vow, man. Those who put their foot to the plow. The Lord not telling no wicked 2/3 to be in a readiness of mind. Who is he talking to when he say be in a readiness of mind, knocking? It's only one group of people that's going to be in a readiness of mind, man. Period. So that rule only applies for the 144,000. Go ahead.
I got more, but
You want to let the brothers?
yeah.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Kyle. Go ahead, Kyle.
I got
Oh,
I got one before them. Before them brothers. It's Proverbs.
I was reading before you, all right?
No, that brother that just read one.
Okay. So like, all right. Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, and verse 5. It says, "Trust in the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding."
Yeah. You know, and you leaning into your own understanding, man, is what causes you to go left, man, what causes you to go off. You know, I mean, we don't have to do our own thing in this. Your own understanding is doing your own thing. Taking your own counsel versus what the scripture says, man. Do nothing without what?
Counsel.
Advice, man. You got to get advice from the brotherhood, man. You got to get advice from elder brothers and so on and so forth. First and foremost, it has to come from these scriptures. But it's like I say, Jake get into that complacency, and then it's like, well, damn, I'm going through this, I'm going through that, I'm handling with this, I'm handling with that. I feel what you're saying, brother. I know you love me and all this and stuff like that, but the scriptures just don't touch on my problems. That's fucking pride, man.
Come on,
For you to think that way. Come on, Aki.
First Peter 3.
Who y'all know the order y'all was in? So.
Would you mind if I finish real quick? Hey, just to back up the elder brothers, we're mainly talking about those brothers that have put their hand to the plow. It's too late to be getting weak and taking your hand off the plow, because in the kingdom, you're going to be these 2/3 are going to have their heads down, but you who knew this faith and turned your back on it are going to have the biggest egg on your face and get the many stripes on this side and the biggest shame on the side of the kingdom. This is back in Luke 14. I'm going to just reread 27. And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. For which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost?
Right. Wait. Let me elaborate on that, man. Read it from the top one more time.
Luke 14 and 27. And whosoever doth not bear his cross.
Stop right there. What is bearing your cross, man? Sacrificing for this thing, man. Okay? Sacrificing for this thing. It's all about sacrificing. You have to sacrifice emotions. You have to sacrifice financial means. You have to sacrifice your own liberty.
Family.
You have to sacrifice family. Everything in your life, man. You have to sacrifice that. The scriptures is simple. Get out of that goddamn Christianity mindset, man. And come to the simplicity of the truth, man. What we're bringing to you is the simplicity of the gospel, man. This is the most simplest, understandable form of righteousness, and we're giving it to you right in your face, man. Go ahead, bro.
And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.
That's right. So how do you bear your cross, man? You have to sacrifice the things that are in your worldly life, man, in your carnal life, for that of the spirit. Do not Yahushua sacrifice his power. Yahushua told Pontius Pilate, man, if I wanted to, I can call legions of angels right now, and they could shut Rome down. And Rome was an animal. Y'all know about Daniel's the 7th chapter. What it said about that 4th beast. That motherfucker was what? Dreadful, with iron teeth. Devouring what? Many. And Yahushua could have took that big beast down at the snap of a fucking finger, man, if he wanted to, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Luke 14 and 28. For which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth
So
not...
what are we doing right now? What are y'all brothers' intent right now? As a collectively, what is our intent? Building up the house of David.
Right.
Building up the house of David. Building up Israel. Right? Becoming that olive tree, and those branches what? Blossoming. That's what the word tender means, to blossom. Go ahead.
For which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it, lest haply, after he hath laid the foundation and not able to finish it.
Wait. After you have laid the foundation and not able to finish it. What that bring to mind, Aki? That brings some personal things to mind, right?
Right.
That brings some things to mind that we've actually been around, man. We've been around guys who was a part of the foundation, who was a part of laying down these laws, statutes, commandments, and giving it as the house of David, structuring the house of David in Louisiana. Whether it be New Orleans, because that's where it started. It started in New Orleans. We're officially saying that. It started in New Orleans. and then it moved to Baton Rouge, and then it moved to the rest of Louisiana. Okay? But guess what? This thing has took flight, and you giving up. You gotten weak. Read it one more time, Raya.
Luke 14:29. Lest happily, after he had laid the foundation,
Happily laid the foundation. Brothers done got drinks in. Brothers done been many times. Like right now, before we start recording, y'all already know what was going on, man. You know what I'm saying? The Akim, the 144,000, y'all already know how we rocking, man. Y'all already know what was going on, man. We were married, man. You know what I'm saying? This brotherhood is joyful, man. It's like it's you know, it's like if you don't have that spiritual discipline, sometimes you could get a little out of pocket. It's so fun to be a brother. Y'all, everybody with me, right? I mean, if you don't apply that spirit, it's easy to get a little too motherfucking wild in this, because it's so comforting, man. And when Jake gets comfortable, Jake get a little too fucking comfortable. All right, go ahead, Doc.
and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him.
There we go. Stop right there. And guess what? In a form of mocking you, guess who you're making look bad? Who they making look bad, Doc? You making Big Brother look bad. You making Big Brother look bad, man, because you didn't have what it took. Salaki, you didn't have what it took to finish the race, man. You got weak. Ain't nobody gonna remember your little puny self. They're gonna look at Yahushua. His name is the one that rings forever, man. Yeah, I mean, all that talk about Yahushua, this, Yahushua, that. I see this dude, he done fell out, he done fell out, he done fell out, and all that shit like that, man. It's bigger than us. Go ahead, all right.
Luke 14 and verse 30, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish.
Right. Is that your legacy, Jake? And y'all specifically, in Louisiana, y'all specifically, that's even if you watching the videos, you specifically know who we're regarding this to, man, who we're relating this to. You didn't finish the race. What does that mean? At some point in the midst of the race, you got tired. You ran out of breath. Right? I mean, what other way could you not finish a race? What dictates a man not finishing a race? What is going to be the common denominator? Let's say 100 people run a race, and let's say 5 of them didn't finish. 9 out of 10 times, what's going to be the common denominator?
They gave up.
Fatigue. Like the brother back there said, fatigue. Tired. You brothers are spiritually, I'm tired, what? You spiritually fatigued, man. You're burnt out. And I don't want to do too much talking. I'm going to let the brother do that. And I know we got Ned, and that's this brother here got precept we want to bring out. I know y'all brother back there, so I'm going to be mindful.
Yeah, I had the one I got to finish.
Go ahead. Finish that one off, Ak, and then we're going to let it. I'm going to pass the click.
Let me run through this real fast.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to read back and forth. It says, say not I have sinned, and what harm has happened unto me? For the Lord is long suffering, and he will no wise let thee go.
Right.
Concerning
Man, the Lord loves us, Ak. Lord ain't going to let nothing happen to me. Yahweh got me. He got me, Ak. I'm going to go do some crash dumb and shit. Yeah, I'm going to go eat this. I'm going to go eat them edibles, and I'm going to fuck with this bitch and all that there. But the Lord got me. Go ahead.
concerning preparation.
Concerning preparation, that transition period.
Appropriation.
Yeah, appropriation means sacrifice.
Right.
Okay, that's a sacrifice. That's appropriation. Go ahead.
Be not without fear to add sin unto sin.
Right.
And say
It's,
not,
but wait, in order to be without fear, that's the scriptures telling you, don't go being around acting fearless. That's what it means to be without fear. Means what? Fearless, right? When it comes to sin, don't be fearless. Read.
and say not, his mercy is great, and he will.
Man, Yahweh got me. How many times we heard it now?
So many times.
Man, the Most High got me. Say it one more time, the last little part you just read.
And say not, his mercy is great.
Man, Yahweh got me. The Most High got me. But you're doing some crash dummy shit. Go ahead.
Under grace.
He will be he will be pacified for the multitudes of my sins. It says,
Right, and when I say I'm gonna be pacified for the multitudes of my sin, man, the Lord got me, man. I ain't got nothing to worry about. I can keep doing what I'm doing now. You know, that was way back in the past and shit like that, bro. You know what that results into? You really don't believe, man. You get in front of Israel, you get on these goddamn cameras, and you sell wolf tickets, man. Go ahead.
it says it says, for his mercy and his wrath coming from him, and his indignation rested upon sinners. And that's the point.
The Lord's judgment rests upon you fucking sinners, man. You those of you out here that don't want to cater into these laws, man. And the laws is coming in the form of what? These counts, man. Men of the Lord coming out here week in and week out, bringing out these words, man. Right? Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the point. It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord and put not off.
Hold on, man. Give me 2 more months, Give me another month, bro. I promise you, next month I'm gonna be good. I promise you. What about the Lord willing? So all this time you ain't exercised no faith in the Lord, but a month before, I promise you, I'm gonna get it. 6 years you haven't got it, but a month before you gonna get it.
Or you got the one type of guy that when the whole camp, including the heads of the camp, are all doing a joint test with each other, and you got the heads and everybody doing the test, and we gonna settle for one day. Everybody turn their answers in so we can grade them, and you don't turn your shit in at all. You still on number question 1. Then
Nah,
the heads
they didn't even take the motherfucker out.
Yeah, I was building up. I was getting it built up. Then you sit up there and have it for, you give this guy another mercy for another. I'm gonna just get to the point. You give him a month and 2 weeks, and it's still he on question 1. All right. And even at this very
and getting his feelings because you asked him, "Hey, did you finish your test?"
Yeah, man.
You gotta finish it off.
Yeah.
Your point, bro.
Yeah, but the point of the matter is Jake just be fucking off, man, and still bullshit. All right, but then you fast forward, he's all of a sudden he's a guru in all type of other topics, man, worldly topics, man. All right, he can tell you how to have the perfect mixture for these, you know. Jay can tell you.
He'll break your dreams down.
Yeah.
Oh, I had that dream before.
Yeah, man.
I had it.
And all that.
It's crazy, man.
Right.
Let me get to the point though. It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly.
Because this is how it's gonna happen, man. Judgment is going to come suddenly, man.
Putting off the Lord
in an hour where you think of not.
Yeah, putting shit
Did
off
not
day to day.
Yahushua tell his elect? Was Yahushua talking to wickedness when he said that? When the Lord cometh in an hour where you think of not, man. He didn't say when they think of not. He said when ye think of not.
Right.
The Lord gonna come before we expect him to come. Akin. Let that resonate in you right quick.
And he said, if I don't come, no flesh should be saved, man.
He's gonna come before we expect him. All these brothers that you see on this camera right here are active members of Great Millstone, man. Week in and week out. Every last one of them that you see on this video right here, man. So we are all in the same mindset. And I'm not saying nothing new. I'm just preaching to the choir right now. This is the choir. Everybody knows what's happening right here.
You gotta go into when you mean active, huh? They're actively putting in videos. They're actively in loving camaraderie with the brothers.
Right. It's not just digital, man. This is spiritual.
Right.
And the spirituality is played out through the what? Physical. You got to show that spiritual devotion that you have through what? Physically showing it. Physically doing it. Yeah, if I spiritually love the Lord, I have to what? Physically show that I love him.
Yeah. That's what faith and works is about, man.
Works means physical. Faith is spiritual. Right. Simple.
You got guys that been in 5-6 years, wouldn't do half that, man. You got a brother that's in the camp that you can't see behind the camera. This man is willing to pay $120 something for an hour, 2 hour ride in the Uber, man, to come to camp, man.
To come to camp, man.
But you got guys
5 minutes away.
5 minutes away from downtown
Making excuses.
making excuses, man. Oh, my ass fell off. Oh, my tires. Oh, the dog drove the car down the street.
Jake go so far to say he saw a chariot and the chariot put him in a trance. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously,
You know?
man.
Jake is very creative, man. Hey, man. And I know y'all brothers, the brothers that's in there,
They know.
y'all know how creative Jacob fucking be,
yeah,
man.
man.
You guys are. Go ahead.
Yeah, but brother, we laughing, but brothers know. You know, we've been around certain characters, man. You know, and these guys, like I said, they don't watch the video anyway. So they, you know,
They might watch it about 6 months from now. That's it. The Lord allowed them to go, but you gotta.
It says putting out all. It said make no terror to turn the Lord and put out all from day to day. For suddenly should the wrath of the Lord come forth.
It says suddenly.
Right.
Somebody, one of y'all young brothers, just Google suddenly right quick. The Lord is gonna come before even the elect expects him to come. Let's let that sink in right quick. The Lord, these words of the word that the brother is bringing out, man, the Lord not wasting his breath. If we don't waste out, do any of y'all brothers waste y'all breath talking to 2/3?
No.
So how much less is the one who we ignorantly call, well, not us, but the one who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ? How much less is he gonna waste with you people, man?
I got that word.
If his servants don't waste time with y'all, you already know their king is not gonna waste time with y'all.
Them damn flunkies, man.
So these words were not intended for you fucking flunkies out here, man.
Yeah.
Every word in this book was for us, for those who are out here that's active, man. The doers, the law keepers. Somebody got the definition?
Yeah, I got it.
Bring it out.
Suddenly, quickly, and unexpectedly.
Whoa, there we go. And what?
Unexpectedly.
Unexpectedly. That's for the elect, Akim. Think about that.
Quickly.
The Lord going to surprise us, Akim. Think about that. Really let that sit, cause a lot of us, man, the serious brothers that's in this thing, man, we sit back and we be like, man, Lord, I'm willing to die for you. I'm willing to get tortured, and the Lord be sitting back like, son, you ain't even finna go through that shit. You just don't know. Only if you fucking know. But the fact that I see that you're willing to go for that, you already saved and you don't even know it. It's best that I don't even let you know that you're saved. Because I know how y'all these Negroes is. Probably and stuff like that. Okay, but don't let them know. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and seal him, but don't let him know he's sealed. Because I like the way I love his eagerness. You know what I'm saying? I like his zeal. Go ahead. The definition, not the definition.
Con. See, you got it. It's immediately, instantaneously.
Yeah. So the Lord is gonna come. That's why the Lord gave us that parable about the thief in the night, man.